Yonkers voice on site. This is Sommerville. As you guys can see, that is the Yonkers PD truck all the way down. There's police officers over there. Police officers up the steps that connects these to Lake Avenue. Now, for what I understand at this moment is that there is a barricaded man inside, I believe to be 238 Sommerville. Police at this moment does not know if the man is armed or not. This appears to have started as a domestic issue that escalated into something else. Police department's been here for a while now. Probably a good 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. I don't know, but in cases like this, normally crisis negotiation team comes to the scene. Now, you guys have an idea how the negotiating team works. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, we put out a video that shows exactly that, how they negotiate with the person who is barricaded inside. So now you have an idea of what happens. They always try to maintain calm, and safety and preservance of life is the most important thing. Okay, they're trying to protect the life of the person who's inside. They want to protect the life of the officers that are outside, and also of the people that might be around the premises. Here comes Sergeant Pat. Let's hope he's not coming to tell me to get away from here. Well, but if he does, then, you know, I gotta do what I have to do. La gente que habla español preguntando qué es que está pasando. Estoy aquí en la 239 de Sommerville, creo que es 239, me puedo estar equivocado porque me estoy un poquito afastado, pero creo que es el número. Hay una persona, un hombre, que está adentro de 239 en un apartamento. La policía está tratando a ver si el señor sale. Now, esto empezó como un caso doméstico que se escaló a otro nivel. La policía vino y el hombre se cerró adentro y no quiere salir. No sé, me dicen, pero no estoy seguro que el señor tiene un warrant, pero yo podía estar equivocado en eso. Pero lo que estoy seguro es que el señor está adentro, cerrado, no quiere salir, y que esto empezó como un problema doméstico. Eso sabemos. La policía en este momento tampoco sabe si el señor está armado o no, porque a veces en situaciones como estas, la persona puede estar armada y la policía tiene que tomar todas las precauciones posibles para asegurarse que no va a haber ningún problema grande, que não vai haver tiros e que a pessoa sale sem nenhum problema. Pessoal que fala português, estou aqui no Sommerville, atrás é uma ruazinha atrás do Lake Avenue, como podem ver, há 2 polícias ali, há vários polícias ali em cima naquelas escalinhas, nas escadas que vão para o Lake Avenue. Há o caminhão da polícia ali embaixo e vários polícias. E dizem que a situação é um problema doméstico que saiu fora de controle. E um homem está lá dentro, no apartamento, dentro do 239, e está lá fechado e não quer sair. A polícia não sabe se ele estará armado ou não. Há possibilidades, pode ser que sim, pode ser que não. Em casos como este, a polícia toma o assunto muito sério para evitar qualquer coisa que lhes faça perder controle. Não querem que haja tiros, não querem que haja violência. De maneira que a polícia trata de resolver a coisa da maneira mais pacífica possível. Neste momento não sabemos se há algum negociador dentro do apartamento, quer dizer dentro do building, para tentar falar com a pessoa e que a pessoa saia. So guys, again, I was just repeating in Portuguese and Spanish what I told you guys in English a few minutes ago. So the call came in as a domestic issue that might have escalated. When police arrived, the subject that was involved, the male, refused to come down and barricaded himself inside the apartment in building 239, I believe. I could be wrong because I cannot see the number of that building, but I was told 239, but again, there is room for error. Now, the police is taking all the precautions necessary because they don't know if the individual inside is armed or not. So, since there is uncertain of the full situation, so precaution is always taken. Remember that in situation when there is a hostage or a barricaded person, the most important concern and the most important thing that the police needs to think about is safety of life. They're trying to save life at all costs. At all costs. So time, it's always on the side of the police. They take as long as it's necessary. They do not rush. The longer this situation takes, more chances of a successful ending, positive ending exists. So they don't rush. So guys, since we're talking, if you want to show us some support by sending some stars our way, I really appreciate that. I appreciate all the support that you guys give me. So send some stars if you can. If you cannot, that's fine as well. Okay? There is many ways you can support Yonkers Voice. One way is by sending stars. Another way is by referring Yonkers Voice to your friends and family. Ask them to come to Facebook and join Yonkers Voice Facebook page. And we also suggest and ask that you go to YouTube, look for a channel called Yonkers Voice, and subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on, because occasionally Facebook has technical problems and we are not able to broadcast from Facebook. So when that happens, we broadcast from YouTube. So if you don't want to lose a bit about what's happening in Yonkers, on the streets of Yonkers, we recommend that you follow us on both platforms.
So they got that, even though that gate don't stay locked. Before they legalized weed, the kids used to come, the cops used to come like this on them. They used to run through there and then they run up the block this way. So they got this block to that block to if he's in that house, that building right there, and they not at his door and he wanna get out, or he needs that look.
Oh, but they're behind. They have the whole house circled. So let me show you a little bit from here. So again, guys, as you guys can see, there is some police officers there hiding behind the car, they're there for safety, because again, they don't know if the person is there and it's armed. So no officer wants to be in harm's way. So they have this side sealed. Look at the tape. That's the police tape here. And then there is another police tape, precaution tape, all the way at the end. And they have some police officers right there preventing people from coming down. Now, I'm sure that they also watching the house from behind, because as you guys can see, there is a kind of a path there that goes right behind the house. Guys, thank you for the stars. I appreciate it. I work very hard to keep you all informed, so you know exactly what's going on in the city of Yonkers. So I truly appreciate all the support that you give me, not just in forms of stars, in many ways. You know, by you being on the page, by you telling your friends about the page, by you subscribing to our YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. As you guys know, no one reports street news better than Yonkers Voice does. You no longer have any of the major channels walking on the streets of Yonkers at any time, 24/7, 365 days a year. Well, not really 365, because I always take my vacation in the summertime. But most of the time, Yonkers Voice is on the streets reporting, so you know what's going on, regardless if it's raining, if it's snowing, if it's thunder. We are always on the streets of Yonkers to let you know what's going on in our city. We don't make judgments. We don't say who's right, who's wrong, why this happened, why that happened. We just give you the news, and you can see what's happening through my lens, and you can make your own decision about what's happening. So now, guys, this is real new. It's raw. So sometimes it's a little boring, because as you guys can see, the cops, the officers are there standing, just waiting things out, hoping that everything is resolved. Chances are there is a group of negotiators inside the building. I don't know if the other officers that come, you know, with the ESU and other officers that are involved in the negotiation, if they are inside the building yet. That I do not know. YPD truck, the beast, came down yet?
A YPD truck?
Yeah, the beast.
No, I don't know.
No, they all come with all the gears and
Oh, you talking about like the gorillas, the turtles, the SWAT
truck.
team?
They're not in yet?
That's their truck right
Oh,
there.
no, that's not the truck.
No, they probably in the building, but that right
No,
there,
that's not the truck.
no, if they here, they're not gonna be on the block. They'll be somewhere up there, and so forth. But that right there, that's the communications truck.
That's yeah, but I'm talking about the beast.
Oh, nah, you talking about the SWATs.
The SWAT team, yeah.
I ain't seen them yet.
Oh, okay, here he comes. That's the chief. Chief Monaco is there. You know, Chief Monaco is kind of a top negotiator.
They'll set up perimeter. That's the negotiations.
Now, this is no training, but what we put out the other day was training, was a training to teach the officers to review, to practice situations like this. And you had an insight on how they do this, how they handle situations like this. You know, they go in there, they try to open a channel of communication between PD and the person inside, the barricaded person inside. They try to talk to him. They try to explain to him what's, you know, that there is other ways out, to give himself up peaceful. They will find help, and they will find help, hoping that the whole situation comes to an ending in a peaceful manner. You know, the Yonkers Police Department is very well trained on situations like this. It's amazing. I had an opportunity to see them in training, and it's amazing, guys. It's amazing. Now, guys, the road is kind of it's blocked. As you guys can see, there is some people walking that way, but those are residents, and the police department, it's kind of escorting them and allow them to walk on the street, on the sidewalk, back to their houses. But then they have to go inside the houses, not stay outside looking at it. They go inside the house. Now I hear that the subject is on the second floor of 239. Second floor of 239. At least I think it's 239. Let me find out for sure.
They gotta come from different angles.
You know what number that building is? Is that 239?
No, I'm 207. So if I'm 207 and we going up this way, that might be 205 and 203.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong on the number. It's not. Doesn't appear to be.
Sommerville place.
Yeah. Does not appear to be 239, but it's 200s, and it's on a Sommerville place by the dead end, by the end. So let me show you where the street ends. That's no. I don't know which one is your car. Which one is your car? Oh, it's too late. Okay, that's the end of the street. You know the guy? No, this is live. So just say it low because it doesn't pick up.
Another dude, he's a mailman, but I don't see him.
So,
saying he got a gun to his wife's head. 9 times out of 10, there's young children involved. They're not going in there with lethal force. Rubber bullets, pepper spray, anything to where the kids will survive. So if a kid get hit with a rubber bullet, they'll be hurt, but they won't be fatal. He won't know that, but that's how I feel. If I'm the head of SWAT, okay, he has a gun to, as soon as he got a gun to his wife's head, so you know what? So we gonna do? We don't go in there with rubber bullets, but we still got the clips with the official shit, just in case he pops it. But even if he pops up, he's got with a rubber bullet.
Terry, it might be a very long process. I remember being in a place where they had somebody inside at NML barricaded, and it started at around 6 p.m. and it ended next day at around 6:30 a.m. So situations like this could end up half an hour, 10 hours, 20 hours. You never know. And the longer it takes, more chances of a peaceful resolution there is. I believe statistics shows that this kind of stuff can become very serious when in the first hour or so. Well, Vito, let me take this opportunity to say this once again. I have no tolerance for nonsense, okay? If you're trying to make a joke out of something very serious, I will bounce you off the page immediately. So let this be a warning, okay? I'm watching what people are saying. If I see no sense, if I see somebody trying to make light of a serious situation, I have no tolerance whatsoever for that. So you've been warned. So if we have any guys here that are thinking about their comedy skills, go try it elsewhere. Not here. Not in a sad situation, in a bad situation like this. There is no time for that, and I have no tolerance for that. Well, I already gave Vito his warning, so I'm watching. Yeah, they can be cruel, but I have no tolerance for that. Next attempt to make a comedy out of this will be his last joke on Yonkers voice. And that goes for him or anybody else. So I'm not going to keep talking about it, but let this warning be for anyone that thinks that this is a good time to crack a joke. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you. Yes, Carmen, we all hope the best for all involved. We don't want anyone to be hurt. We want everyone to be okay. Sometimes stress, problems of life, makes people, do things that they would not normally do in normal circumstances. So I am no one to criticize anyone. I just report, I let you guys know what's going on, where it's going on, and that's about it, because I feel that the people of Yonkers have the right to know what's happening on the streets of our city. You need to know, you have the right to know. But I'm not here to pass judgments. I'm not here to criticize anyone. I'm here to fill documents so you know what's happening. That's correct, Erin. Nothing funny about this. And as always, at the end of the broadcast, I review every single comment, and all the comments that are nonsense, they get removed, and whoever made those comments get banned from the page. So if you are one of those that posted those comments, I suggest you go back and you delete the comment before I see it. This is serious. Okay, we don't know if the person is suffering from some type of stress that made him do this. We have no idea of the circumstances surrounding this incident. So let's not be cruel. Let's just watch. Let's ponder, because we never know. Life sometimes plays tricks on us. Okay, so we never know tomorrow. Yes, pray for the man. Pray for the lady if she's still inside. I don't know if there are kids inside or not. Just let's pray and hope that this situation has a peaceful ending. Guys, I'm looking at the stars. I haven't received a single star in a while. Don't forget to support us if you can. If you can. If you cannot send stars, that's fine. There is many ways of supporting Yonkers voice. Thank you, Casey. Thank you. Again, for those that are just logging in, wondering what's happening here and where it's happening. Well, the location is Sommerville Place here in Yonkers by the dead end. Why they here? They received a call of a domestic incident going on. Police came to the scene. The male barricaded himself inside the apartment. I am told that he's on the second floor of that building. I am told that he's on the second floor of that building. Now, negotiators are probably inside communicating with him, trying to get him to give up, come out, and let's find a solution, because that's the most important thing. It's find a solution for the problem. Yes, domestic situations are very, very difficult. I remember a year or so ago, there was a domestic call that came in around Ludlow, and while I was there filming the incident, shots start going back and forth between the police officers and the subject. Maybe a good 18, 20 shots. I cannot tell for sure how many, because when shots start going, you don't know. You hear pop, 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 pop back and forth, but you cannot count. But I can tell you, were at least more than 12 shots. One of the shots hit the tree where I was hiding behind. So situations can escalate very quickly. So that's why sometimes when officers ask me to move away, step away, get away, I understand why they're doing that, because God forbid something happens to me, then they would have to justify why I was there. So, and they don't need any additional distractions when they are dealing with a situation like this. So I understand why they ask me to move, but sometimes I try to get the images that you people need to see. And it's important as well to see how dedicated this group of people are. Fire, police, EMS, Empress EMS, how dedicated our first responders are. We need to show them at work so you can be more appreciative of what they do. Nevertheless, sometimes there is police officers that are not as good as they should be. But I can tell you that most are. But like any other profession, there is a group that leaves much to be desired. There is doctors that are not good, there is priests that are not good, there is plumbers that are no good, there is mechanics that are no good. So in every kind of profession, there is a group of people that shouldn't be doing what they are doing. But I can tell you that the majority of the officers that I know are excellent people. And I know most of them. Now, contrary to what lots of people think, that I have friction with the police officers on the street, guys, I don't. Okay, most of them, 99% of them, are very polite with me. They respect, I think, what I do. If they don't respect, at least they don't bother me. Okay, they don't bother me. They ask me to move. They tell me where to stand. You know, keeping safety, you know, as the first priority. Tiffany, read the topic. It gives you an idea of what's going on. And I don't want to, I'm not trying to be smart. I'm just saying so I don't have to repeat, or just stick around and I will recap in a little bit, okay? So to those that are just coming in, that came in too late, police came to Sommerville Place on a report of a domestic incident inside that building. When they arrived, the male, give me 1 second. So when they arrived, the male barricaded himself inside the apartment on the 2nd floor, I am told, and is refusing to come out. So police department is here negotiating with him, talking to him, see if he gives himself up, and then they will look